Is it just me, or sometimes when you're really busting to take a pee, and you do, it's almost like feels good?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That little bit at the end, you're like, ooh. When you take a big dump. Like, I feel like I can do backflips now. Did you know you can go on the PlayStation website and sign into your account?
Yes. And it
I do that all the time, eh?
gives you a little tag thing with your
And
account.
you can see he's online, but they don't know you're watching him.
Well, can you see what other people are doing?
Yeah, you there's a little tab, and you click on My Friends, and it brings up your entire friends list, and it just tells you everything they're doing. You know, they're playing this or they're online.
Hmm.
It's handy when you want to avoid people.
Hmm.
I've come online before and tripped one of my mates out. I was like, "You were playing this, and then you did this, and then you had a break for a bit." And he's like, "How the fuck do you know this? You
I'm
spying
a
on me?"
genius.
I still haven't told him. As if you can't figure it out. So how
Yeah,
the fuck do you know that?
I got an app on my phone that does the exact same thing.
It's handy.
Oh, you fuck. You shut up. You beep beep.
Was that PlayStation?
Nah, it's called Puku.
Thought so. It's similar, but not quite right.
You shut the fuck up.
Beep beep.
It's
Beep beep.
telling me that my shit be overheating.
Ah, so.
You shut the fuck up.
Wish I had one of those fancy, those fancy fans they've got the like little refrigeration things in them.
Yeah, water cooler.
Yeah,
Be
yeah,
cool.
that'd be cool.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Fucking thing. It's driving me nuts yesterdays because I found out that my diode wasn't actually connected to my graphics card, so it was giving me
No,
the
no
wrong
shit.
reading. So I
Yeah,
stuck it on the graphics card, and the
yeah.
fucking thing was always beeping. I put the alert thing up 10 degrees Celsius, and now it's beeping again. Fucking thing. I got a fan on it and everything trying to cool it down. It's not doing shit.
Gotta find a good balance. Wish I had. It's times like that you wish you had a you know, super nerdy friend that just knew everything. I used to know a lot of guys like that in high school.
Super nerdy person would be me, but problem is I can't get the bastard. You shut the fuck up.
I mean like ridiculously nerdy people, like kind of people that could just do anything on a computer pretty much.
Yo.
I used to be playing with my mate on this computer at school, and next minute, I'd lose control of everything. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not doing that. And I look over at this guy, and he's like taking over my computer. He's like, don't tell anyone though, man. I'll get in heaps of trouble. He could hack into the like schools. You know how most schools have got like a IT kind of dude, and there's like a whole system set up. So you got usernames and all this shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, could do
I
all
did
that.
that.
Hack into it.
I used to do that. Then the fuckers found out it was me that kept changing the principal's password. I changed his password because then he couldn't do the role. I found out it was me. It's like, fuck, I got loads of shit for that.
I remember we had he installed Unreal Tournament onto the computers at school, and we were playing it for a fair amount of time, like a couple of weeks. But then the IT guy, catched on, and he put a lock on it, so he
Ah,
couldn't play it. But he's like, no, fuck this shit, I'll just turn it off. And he kept turning it off. And he actually got in trouble for it. Like, they found out it was him that was doing it.
mm,
It was cool though, having a guy like that.
yeah. Yeah, I used to put shit like mobile forces. It's nowhere near as violent, but yeah, because it's installed on the flash drive, you could put it on any computer. Like you
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
actually have to install it. It's plug and play. I used to love doing that. Like, sometimes I'd be sitting there with a full screen application running, be playing. And not always like mobile forces. I'd like play some other shit, like one of my trucking simulators. Everyone that walks
Yeah,
past my monitor be like, "How the fuck did you do that? You
yeah.
watching a video? What the fuck?"
Yeah, that always happened at school. They were like, how'd you do that? And then next minute, everyone's doing it.
Mm.
And you're trying to
Nah.
tell people that you started it. It's like, yeah, I was the first one that did that. And they're like, yeah, sure.
Every time someone asked me how I did it, I just nod my head like, "Yep, I'm a fucking genius."
Yeah.
I never tell anyone how to do it.
Nothing.
It's actually really, really simple. All you gotta
Yeah.
do is install all the game files and all the shit like that, and just keep them on the flash drive. As long as you have the exe file, you can do it.
Yeah, yeah. Having the games at school. It was the shit because I never really played any much multiplayer apart from like split screen. But
Yeah.
because it was like the perfect setup to have people playing multiplayer because we'd have a whole classroom and like pretty much all the guys in the classroom would be playing like Unreal Tournament or something. I'd be like, "All right, making a new server. Just join this one." And then I'd be playing with other guys that I know that were in like a different classroom. It was fucking awesome. Like, I'm playing fucking Unreal Tournament with my mate Alex, and he's like, he's not even in a class, and he's like, yeah, they got IT at the moment. It was the shit. I loved it.
Yeah, I always love being the nerdy, smart kind of guy. Every time I could do something that most other people couldn't do, it always made me feel like a fucking badass. I don't know why.
You're superior. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I get that.
even if it was something simple like I don't know, like knowing how to make bigger text in fucking Microsoft Word. It was something super simple
Yeah,
like that. It always made me feel good knowing that I could do it and someone else couldn't.
I get that. I was always the same with not so much like computers overall. Like I'm pretty good with computers, but uh, I was I was always the best at doing like editing pictures and animations and shit. So I was always getting people coming up to me like, "How do you do this, man? How do you do this? How do you do that? Can you do this for me?" Does your head in
Yeah.
after a while. Like the first couple times, you're like, "Yeah, I'm so cool,"
Mm.
and then you're like,
Yeah.
"Fuck off." Oh, it was funny because I was already into editing pictures and animation and shit before I even started doing it at school. So when I did it at school, it was like nothing. I just had better software to work with.
Same, but not the same with me. I was always deep into computers, but all the computers at my school were fucking Macs, and they were shit.
Nah, yeah. We had
And
a
I was used
mixture.
to, yeah, I was used to having an actual computer, something that worked. And I went down to a Mac. Fuck, it's hard to play an FPS game on them pieces of shit.
It's pretty cool though, because sometimes I'd get an assignment. You know, you make a small animation. It can be about anything. Just show off what you can do. And I just submitted something that I already made at home, and I just played games all day and just. I'm like, I'm already done. Everyone's still making their stuff, and I'm like, I've already made it. I didn't tell anyone that I made it already at home. They're just like, oh shit, you got some skills.
Beast with their
Wish I still
editing.
had them. They're all saved on my fucking account at school. Apparently, Lord of the Rings, one of the biggest CGI scenes that someone done. They saved it all onto an iPod, and that's like the only copy that they had. And this guy, he went and got lunch and was walking to the studio and shit. And next minute, these guys were trying to mug him. So he had to run all the way back to the studio, and he burst in the door, and they're like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" And he's like, "Oh, I almost got mugged." Imagine if they've actually got it, and like they would have lost all that shit. Pretty much had all like the biggest scenes.
Must have been a hell of an iPod to have all the big scenes in it with the CGI. Must have had a lot
Yeah.
of storage on it.
No, it's probably one of the, like the fucking ones that cost like $2,000 or $1,000 or whatever it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hate Apple.
Fuck you, Apple.
Fuck you, Apple.
Yeah, I got in trouble shitloads because I'd be playing Mobile Forces on the Macs at school. It runs so
Yeah.
laggy, and you can't even Alt Tab on a fucking Mac. You can't just Alt Tab
Yeah.
out. You actually have to. I forget what it was you had to do, but it was really fucked up. You had to press like 8 keys at once to get back to the home screen without leaving the game, and it took ages to do. It took like a full 30 seconds. It's like, oh
Yeah.
shit, the teacher's coming!
Sounds like my
Oh
old
fuck!
computer.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh, what the fuck?
5 minutes later.
Yeah.
I remember I had the same kind of thing with this. We had a Mac room at school. It was just all Macs. Like pretty much every other computer at school was a PC. And yeah, whenever we'd go in there, we would go on the same game. It was an online thing. It was one of those, like anime RPG things where you got to like date chicks and shit. And if you get a certain way with this chick that you're trying to get with, you end up having sex with them at the end.
Oh yeah, I played that.
Everyone used to play it on the Macs, and like I remember one time the teacher was coming in, and it was right at the bit where the guy's like, yeah, doing his thing, and I went to switch it and shit, and it was just taking forever to switch back, and I was like, come on, motherfucker! I ended up having to turn the actual screen on.
But that doesn't work either because they're gonna come at you and look at you and see that you have a black screen.
Yeah. And he's like, why is there a blank screen? You're obviously doing something you're not supposed to be. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
not anymore. Because they couldn't check because whenever you turn the screens off, it turns the entire computer off.
Yeah, because that's the way it makes work. Because
Yeah.
it's not independent; it's shared. That's why they're so shit.
Yeah.
They overheat like fuck.
Yeah. I'm remembering all this shit from school now. I remember another time we were in the PCs in the library, and me and one of my mates were looking at like porn and shit. And this really nerdy guy came up, and everyone always used to pick on him because he was just an easy target. He asked for it, you know what I mean? One of those people that are always getting in trouble. And my mate, he's like, oh, I can get it for you, man, hang on. And he went on his computer and put it on, and he loaded up this movie, and he had the volume up full blast. And me and him just ran out of the room, and you could just hear like, oh fucking hell, oh no. My mate got in a lot of trouble for that. But the other dude that guy I was talking about, he was shitting it, like he went bright red and was all like, oh, it wasn't me, oh shit. Got hell embarrassed.
Yeah, I knew a whole group of guys that used to do that because one of them, their sister had a TAFE account, so they could get onto YouTube and shit. And
Yeah.
not only could they get onto YouTube, but they could actually get onto proper porno sites. They'd fucking sit there in fucking multimedia classes looking at fucking porn. And I'd fucking get into shit because I'm playing fucking violent game. Well, reasonably violent, no blood in it, but they'd be fucking sitting up at the back watching fucking porn, no one gives a fuck. Fuck off.
Oh,
The
man.
fucking teachers hated me at that school.
I've got a good story for you, and you probably think I'm full of shit too.
Tell
One
me.
of my mates, there was always like this rumor going around that someone jacked off in school. It was like wanking under the table,
Yeah.
but no one actually like knew if it was real or not, if it was just a rumor or not. And one time, my best mate, he was a really weird dude. He was always doing really weird shit. We were sitting in science class, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna have a wank in class." I'm like, "You're crazy, man! Don't fucking do it." And he actually did. He did it. And the teacher was like looking at him a couple times too, and like everyone on our table was like four other guys and me. We knew what he was doing, and he was just sitting there like, yeah, just having a go. And then next minute, he turns around to me and he's like, "Oh shit, what the fuck do I do now? I've got nothing to fucking clean it up." So I ended up having to go and grab tissues for him. And after school when we were walking back, like we used to walk home, pretty much every guy that walked past us was like, "Did you fucking wank in class?" And he was just like, "Maybe." Everyone knew about it like instantly. Oh, it was classic. So everyone used to give him shit after that. "Oh, be careful, he's gonna have a wank. Don't invite him around, he'll have a wank."
Yeah.
I was actually a bit impressed though. I was like, that took some real balls, man. I was like, good on you. I'd shake your hand, but maybe not. I remembered something else. Whenever we had media studies, um, we got to use video cameras sometimes,
No. I
and
think I know where
you could
this is
take them
going.
home. Oh, it's actually pretty good. Um, yeah, you could take the cameras home and like film stuff on your own time and stuff for homework and that. And I wasn't actually in the class with this chick, but there was this other class. We were doing media studies at the same time as this other class. They had the video camera, so we had to wait. And apparently, I didn't actually see it. I just heard about it. But apparently, one of the guys, when they got the camera, they were looking through the tape, and there was video of this chick fucking fingering herself, like just having a go, like just full getting into it in front of the camera, and she forgot to delete it, like go over it. I felt so bad for her. She was hell
Did that?
embarrassed,
So she
and the
actually did
teacher
it.
saw it too.
Oh shit.
The teacher actually walked in while they were watching it, apparently, and he's like, "What the fuck is this?" And we were like, "It was on the tape." Like, that'd be like the most awkward shit ever.
Mm. Yeah. I'm not quite sure if I know something worse. Like at my school, there was
Would have been
another.
worse if it was a. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, there was a. Holy shit! There was a girl at my school. She like took a photo of herself naked for a boyfriend, and her boyfriend was one of those douchebags. He gave it out to all his friends. They gave it out to all their friends. They gave it out to all their friends and cousins. And soon everyone, even the yeah, and soon even the year sevens all had a photo of her.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, fucking. I never seen it myself, so I ain't into that. But
Yeah, yeah, they kind of crossed the line there, and I never respect that sort of shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
What a dickhead boyfriend! Like, I
yeah.
don't know.
Heaps of guys do that though. Even guys that are still going out with a chick.
Yeah, he was still going out with her when
Yeah,
when yeah. What a fucking dick. It's not
not
something I'd ever do.
surprised. This guy I used to know, he used to do that all the time. He'd always be showing me videos and photos, and I'm like, I don't want to see this shit, man. I won't be able to, you know. How am I going to sit in the same room with her?
Hmm.
It's not cool. You're full breaking privacy. shit.
Hmm.
I don't care if she's a bitch or what she's done. But yeah, he was still going out with her and he's always showing me shit. I'm like, yeah, I don't really feel comfortable watching this, man.
Hmm.
And you actually get kind of, what's the word? You get, fucking hell. You actually care about the character, the main dude, the characters they've fleshed out. In Battlefield,
Hmm.
you're just like, I've never seen these people before. Why should I care? I mean, Blackburn's pretty cool, but you know, it's not as personal. The story wasn't as in depth.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I actually cared more about Matovic and Campo than what I did Blackburn.
yeah, yeah. I get that.
I
Also,
guess it's.
liked
I
sorry.
guess I cared more about them because I hate games where you have a silent protagonist. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, he does
yeah,
talk in the
same.
cinematics, but what in the actual game, he never says
Yeah, he
anything.
doesn't. Yeah, very true. I haven't thought about that before. Because I like it when that happens in games,
Yeah, that's one of the things I
especially
really
first-person
love.
shooters and shit.
Hmm. Something I
Yeah,
really loved about Black Ops because when you reload, Mason will sometimes say shit.
yeah. I just thought of a really good game for that. Far Cry 3. Pretty much every time
Um,
something full on happens, he's like, whoa, shit, or like, Jesus. Like, he
hmm.
reacts to it, he says stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. They should do that with every game like that.
Hmm. That's one of the
Makes it
things
more
that was
real.
kind of ruining for me, like with Battlefield. Like he talks through
Yeah,
all the cinematics, but then he doesn't say
yeah,
shit when you actually play as him.
yeah. So true.
And not only that, but in some of the scenes, it's like they don't expect him to say anything. Like they feel that he is a mute.
Yeah, that totally makes it more. Yeah, you need those little things. All those little things no one thinks about, but it just adds to the whole big picture.
Hmm. Yeah. Like there's a scene in Operation Guillotine where the wall
Yep.
just gets destroyed by the tank. They're all picking themselves up. They're all talking to
Yep.
each other, saying if everyone's all right. And Black Mist
Yeah.
doesn't say nothing. He doesn't even nod
Yeah.
his head or anything.
He's just winking.
Yeah.
Just keeps winking at him.
Sound off! I'm good. All right. Flair! You good? Good? Motherfucker, that was a T-90 and I'm still breathing. I'm better than good. I'm fucking awesome. Blackburn! Blackburn, you okay? There's gotta be a way out of here. Let's go!
Why do you keep winking at me? Say something, you faggot. That'd be a pretty good like sketch for someone to do, paying out Battlefield.
Hmm.
Blackburn, he never fucking talks. He's always making eye signals and fucking.
Hmm. And it's the same. It's the same with all the other characters when you take control of them. Like
Yeah,
even Dimitri. Is it
yeah.
Dimitri?
I was trying to think of his name
Dima.
because I like
Yeah,
being, I
Dima.
like doing the Russian stuff more than the American stuff.
Yeah, Dima.
Yeah, Dima. Yeah,
Even he talks through the cutscenes, well, some of them. But again,
yeah,
when you play as him, he never says a thing.
yeah. They're always telling you to go to the door and shit like that, and he just says nothing.
Dima, open the elevator.
I liked
Your boy,
what's the
your
mission
boy.
where you start off in the Halo jump, You jump out the back of the plane and then you go through the forest and then you
Kafarov.
steal their car.
Kafarov.
Kafarov. That would have to be like, it'd probably be my favourite mission.
Mm.
I like
Operation Swordbreaker. That's my favourite.
that one too. That would be my two favourites for sure.
I don't know why, but I really, really liked that mission. It felt a lot more like it was a real fight. It didn't feel
Yeah.
like this Call of Duty shit where you play as a spec ops or some crap. It felt like you were in a real war scenario. So
Nah, I
that's
totally
something.
get that.
That's something that almost none of these games have. They're trying to
Yeah.
make a war game, but they don't actually have like a real war scenario happening. So,
But the
yeah.
earlier stuff did have more stuff like that. They're going backwards.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Medal of Honor Frontline, that had that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's one thing I really respected about Killzone 2. The firefights in that were really intense.
Mm.
But yeah, it's a very thin line, isn't it?
Mm.
Between being good and not good. Like yeah. Oh,
Something that a lot of people confuse is skill with luck.
yep.
Like,
I get that too. Because a
and-
lot of things do happen half the time, and you're not actually planning on doing it. And you're like, oh, cool.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
like
there's
there
people
have
that
been a lot of-
interpret it as like, oh, I've got health skills. Look at that. I didn't even try.
Yeah, there have been a lot of moments where I've like, oh shit. There've been a lot of moments where I've done something that was really cool, and
Yeah.
it was complete and total luck out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure if you've
Right.
seen the video, but from one of our previous conversations, I'd done
Yeah.
a 180 no scope, like full reflex. It
Yeah.
was a total luck out.
Yeah. Because sometimes you just, or even if it's not a luck out, it's like you're in the zone. You know those moments where you just lose yourself to the game, kind of.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah, I
like
know
second
that.
sense. It's like you're not even. It's like your body knows what to do before you even think about it.
Yeah. I know those moments. I get them in when I play Battlefield. Like,
Yeah.
I'd be
Yeah.
like just casually playing. I'd see something blip up on the map. Without thinking about it, I just instantly snap onto him with 100% accuracy, and I kill him.
Or you get into like a kill streak. You kill like one or two, three guys, and you're like, oh, cool, this is starting. I'm doing pretty good, and then you get even more like into it, keeping it up, running around doing crazy shit.
I hate people that are like you know, they try to be modest, but you know, you can tell that they really are full of themselves. Oh
Yes.
yeah, you know, that was that was all right, but I've done like better in there. That was all right. They're fucking dickheads.
Yeah. Yeah. You just, yeah. I don't even have to say anything. You and me are like totally on the same wavelength right now. I always get that shit always happens to me when I'm without fail, whenever I play Battlefield. I know you played with me before, and most of the time I do pretty shit because I'm lagging or there's some fucking issue.
Yeah, your shit connection.
Yeah, I usually do better when I'm playing by myself and I'm not talking to people because it doesn't lag out as much, and I'm more
Yes, the
into it.
headset.
And yeah, and whenever I
Bullshit.
whenever I play Noshar Canals on deathmatch, I always get in the top two, no matter what. Even if I'm lagging out, I just do good on it for some reason. I always
Well-
trip out when I'm playing it. I always get heaps of kills. You and me are like the perfect kind of gamer, because there's a lot of different kinds of gamers. We're more of a we like everything. We're open to everything. We respect everything.
Yeah.
We know what makes a good game.
And we
Brought
hate
up on
people
that
that
shit.
don't.
Played so many games in my time, and it doesn't. Whenever we do play a game, we'll always get it. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
mean, there's a game here or there that you might not like, or it's extremely difficult, but you still get it. You still know how to play it.
Yeah.
Just gotta put more effort into it, or give up. Like puzzle games or shit like that. You're just like, I've had enough. Just do it in my head. I know I can do it, but I'm gonna have a fucking stroke trying to do it. But when you're doing the right thing and it's not fucking working, that's what does your head in. It's like, I know what I need to do and I'm doing it, but I'm not fucking getting anywhere. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
And all they need is just like a little objective or just like a little hint, and then you're all good. Most
Hmm.
games do that these days, but there's still a lot of games that don't at the same time.
Yeah.
The reason why I said that is because it happened to me last night when I was playing Twisted Metal. I was raging fucking heaps. I was getting really pissed off because I knew what I needed to do and I kept doing it, but I wasn't getting anywhere.
Hmm.
And it turns out I just needed to do it quicker and just keep. What was it? Looking for. No, I didn't know the right button to push because I'd never used his weapon before, and they didn't even help me and tell me what I got to do. Still my head in.
This game's great if you want to send yourself blind or have an epileptic fit.
I almost had one of those last night. I was watching Dragon Ball Z.
Surprised you didn't say
There
Pokemon.
it was, oh man, like it's never usually that bad, but it was when Goku met Vegeta for the first time and they were fighting. There was so many bits where it's flashing heaps and it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking I'm gonna have a seizure in a sec. So I got all the lights out and I'm in bed and it's like, 3 in the morning and it's all not chill, and then next minute it's like, Jesus, I'm in slow motion.
Yeah, that's not something that I don't exactly like about the Battlefield startup. You know how it's really, really flashy? If you got a bright TV, it's very, very disorienting. Oops, that's not right. It used to be the Battlefield
Yes.
theme.
The perfect definition of disoriented.
That used to be the Battlefield theme, I changed it.
That would be an awesome video on YouTube, eh? If that was in real life. You're going around like, you do it on some dude and he's like, Jesus. Or you're like, hang on, I've learned a new word of power, and it ends up being something stupid or funny.
Derp!
I meant more like what the power does, but that was good. Derp! Durka. Shazam! Like if you could do a word of power and then next minute a bike just spawns. Like, yeah, a bike. Or it's like a hot dog or something. Oh, what the fuck? Hot dog. I suppose that's kind of cool. Still playing COD.
Yeah, fuck, it's boring.